Hello financial investors and welcome to the channel. My name is Brent and in today's video we are going to be doing our Tuesday buys here on the M1 Finance Roth IRA on the 13th of October 2020. I was off on Monday so I didn't get to do my video. We planned a hike and hang out with the family. So here on Tuesday we're going to be recording our video on the M1 Finance Roth IRA platform. We're going to take a look at the overall performance, also take a look at the 1 week performance, what stocks paid out, what stocks went up, what stocks went down. Then we're going to take a look at what is coming up on ex-dividend. Is there anything that is worth investing in? I do have one stock in mind, and I'll go into a little bit of a history of when I sold it on my Merrill Edge account, and then why we're buying it here today at the current price. So if you are brand new to my channel, have not yet subscribed, go down below, hit the subscribe button, make it gray, hit the bell to be notified every time we release a brand new video, and of course give this video a thumbs up, make it blue, and let's go ahead and get into the video. Currently stock futures are moving to the downside. As you saw, I refreshed. NASDAQ had already soared on Monday by quite a bit, 2.56% on the NASDAQ, Dow Jones up 0.88, S&P up 1.64%. If you bought on Monday, pat yourself on the back. I'm pretty sure you did really well within your portfolio. I know the 1 week change has been extremely nice, up in the 4% range. So let's see if this continues to downtrend as we go into opening here on Tuesday. So overall, our portfolio did hit a new all-time high here on Monday as the market rallied once again. Now overall, we're up around 30.31%, put it on our market gains. Now just not long ago, there was a time not too long ago where our portfolio on September 24th, that's my daughter's birthday now, the portfolio actually fell below 24,000 for just a little blip, and I saw a lot of investors panicking on a lot of the Facebook groups and some of the comments that I've seen in other channels saying, hey, we are going to crash out of your portfolio. So if you would have sold off at 23,000 or 24,000 or just when it had fallen, and just not even a month later, we're up. We've recovered that little blip there. You can see the quick recovery here just over the past few weeks, very quickly. So that is why you never want to get emotional about your portfolio. It's a long-term buy and hold. In those red days, just buy into the red, invest for the long term. So our market gains are at 23.57, and our dividends continue to earn more dividends. We've now surpassed $1,500 of earned dividends, and we're on track to hit $2,000, I believe, by within the next 3 to 6 months. We'll be passing the $2,000 mark for earned dividends, and then it just continues chugging after that. So we did hit a bit of a snag where 2 of our companies discontinued dividends for a while during the illness, but we still own those in our portfolio. So once those come back in, begin paying out dividends sometime in the future, they'll just jump back into the pile of burning dividends and pay us off. So 1 week wise, we did really well last week. This is not including the past Monday, so this is just an uptrend of the week. But I believe we did make around 4% in gains over the last week, which is really nice. If we take a look at the 1 week performance, we can see that Eaton Vance essentially doubled. It's up 52.7%, not doubled, but halved. Still very nice. Apple in second place at 6.78%, Cisco Corporation at 6.2%, Caterpillar at 5.94%. Now we did not have very many red. We had 3 red positions. We had AT&T, which is this company I purchased last week, Las Vegas Sands over in Las Vegas. They're still going through the illness, and Main Street Capital, which is the BDC. I'm not sure why it was red, but it's red, and that's completely fine. So that is the 1 week performance. And then a lot of our gain today didn't come from the gain of the week didn't really come from today. Today on Monday was a really nice market rally. We already saw the indexes put on, S&P put on 1.64, NASDAQ 2.56, Dow Jones 0.88. So I didn't I came up around with the Dow Jones at 0.72. So most of my gains come last week from Eaton Vance, Apple, and these other companies that did really well this past week. Now, as far as activity in the portfolio, I made 3 buys last week. I purchased AT&T, Pfizer, and AbbVie. Avi is going ex-dividend in the future. That's the one I kind of want to discuss some of the history with Avi. And I don't believe Pfizer and AT&T are coming up. I believe AT&T already went ex-dividend. And Altria, ticker symbol MO, paid us $15.47. This is one I've had comments in the past, if I plan on selling Altria. Altria is in a really good moat with itself. Altria is right here. It's negative by 25.14%, and it's hovered there. It was down roughly 30%. It was down 15%. It came all the way up to being negative 5%, and then retracted back down to negative 25%. But Altria is in sort of a mode of its own with Philip Morris. So I don't see any risk with this company besides maybe government restrictions and all that fun jazz. But as far as other companies going in and starting up a business like that, it's not going to happen. So I think Altria is going to be strong. They just need to weather through the storm. So that is Altria. Now jumping into our current holdings and our base investment, we've invested roughly $22,447 into the Roth IRA. This is my wife's Roth IRA, so she still has 30 plus years of continuing to average into the portfolio, and it produces roughly $1,000 now in dividends every single year. And as we add brand new equity into the portfolio and the dividends continue compounding, that dividend payout is just going to continue to increase year after year after year. And by the time she does reach that age of maturity at 59 and a half, where she's able to withdraw it tax-free, she'll be able to withdraw several hundreds, if not thousands of dollars from the Roth IRA, along with our rental income and any other incomes that we have set up by the time we hit that age. So really nice portfolio to have if you're looking for something that allows you to live off of the dividends completely tax-free. So this is dividend focused, but we have other portfolios that are mostly growth focused. So this makes up about 20-30% of our total portfolio, somewhere in that range. And as far as our negative positions here, we have 13 positions that are negative, and we have roughly 26 positions that are positive. So they currently do go more to the upside versus the downside. Our annual income sits at roughly $957.83. We did have Las Vegas Sands and Tankard Factory Outlet cut their dividends, so they're producing zero. And eventually when they come back, the annual dividends will re-increase, but at this time I'm just kind of holding through these. They've actually increased by quite a bit within the last few weeks, so continuing to hold for the long term I think is the best bet with those ones. We also had a few positions that moved from the downside to the upside here recently, which such as UGI Corporation. I believe AbbVie and Pfizer also were in the negative but have moved up. And Eaton Vance jumped from being one of the middle companies here up to one of being the high performing companies. So if we look at our total game, Eaton Vance is now in second place here. If we select this company, we can see that for a while this company had been beaten down. We started averaging into it as it was in the red, and we got it to the point of around $700-800 of equity, and it trended sideways for quite a while up until recently. There was an announcement of, I believe, a merger or a buyout. I still need to read into it, and now it has jumped to being well worth over $1,000 when our base investment in this is, I believe, where's our base investment? $621. So it does have some nice market gains attached to it, and it's a long-term buy and hold in my portfolio. I don't plan on selling. I did have a couple comments asking whether, with the jump in the company, if I would take profits, and I'm not going to be taking profits at this time. So that is Eaton Vance. Now jumping over into the Seeking Alpha, this is a free, anyone can go in here and set up a account, and then you have free access to Seeking Alpha. You go over to your portfolios, you click on create a portfolio, you give it a name, you enter all your stocks into your portfolio, then you have access to all these handy dandy little tabs. I like the dividend tab, and then I sort by what companies are going ex-dividend. Now today, on Tuesday, is the 13th of October, spooky day. So AbbVie here is going ex-dividend on the 14th. That's on Wednesday. So I am able to buy AbbVie right now on the 13th and then have its yield of 5.34%. I had actually looked at Avi. Do I still hold Avi or did I sell it? Let's go ahead and bring in my other tab. So this is my Merrill Edge account, and I looked at the history of Avi. I don't hold it anymore. I did see that I had ran up quite a bit. I ended up selling roughly $3,617 of Avi at $95.20. I never rebought back in. I did buy SPLV at $54.23. It hasn't got a lot, it hasn't got a lot of growth there. It's at $55.79. That's been the last sort of sale. I did look like a fractional seller, so I did sell off 0.84. That was just my fractional shares that are within that account. But besides that, I didn't buy any more AbbVie. It's all dividends from Waco Group or SPLV. So those portfolios over here just generate some dividends of roughly $10 or so every month. But we haven't owned AbbVie for quite a while as we sold out of it at $95.20. And now today, AbbVie here is sitting at a worth of, where is it? It's in the green by 1.38%, but it's worth right now $88.32. And that's actually a pretty good buy when you're looking at a high of around $95 to $99. So if I look at AbbVie stock here, let's go ahead and I'll bring it up in another tab here. Right there. So AbbVie, if we take a look at the high, the 52-week high of AbbVie, it's at $101.28. I think it just got kind of hammered down here in the short term, but I think long term, once again, I think this is a great buying opportunity, especially when there's a $20, $30 potential to the upside. AbbVie in itself is a great buy and hold company with a strong dividend yield of 5.42%. I'd be averaging up just slightly, but in reality, it would offer just a lot more upside potential and growth, along with locking in that very nice dividend yield. And if I look at other companies that are going ex-dividend in the future, such as Lowe's, Lowe's is one of my best performers if I sort this by my growth. Lowe's is in my third place. If we take a look at the other ones, Pfizer, Main Street Capital, McDonald's, Pfizer, it isn't doing the best, but I think AbbVie outperforms it. And it's also, I have more in Pfizer at the moment. And then we have McDonald's there at 28.21%. And then we have Main Street Capital at 19.97%. Then we have Lockheed Martin and Walmart. So Lockheed Martin here is 22.42%. And Walmart here is in fourth place at 46.21%. So of the companies that have announced ex-dividends for the remainder of 2020, AbbVie does look like it's the best deal. It is going to be averaging me up, but it's such a smidge, and I'm getting such an opportunity, not only in growth, but as dividend, that it just makes sense for me to buy AbbVie at this moment, because I did sell out of it at $95, and the opportunity to buy it now here at $88 is just really good for my portfolio. So that is what we're going to be buying. Unfortunately, I only have $65.70 in here to invest. Otherwise, I'd put in quite a bit more. I actually do have more on my Merrill Edge account, so maybe I'll put a buy here on my Merrill Edge account as well with you guys, since we are all here. So let's go ahead and go into our buy and sell, and let's go ahead and put in $65.70 and hit continue and confirm. Now, okay, our order has been submitted. We have one pending buy of $65.70. Now, what we also have is about $1,700 in our Roth IRA over on Merrill Edge. So again, I want to take this opportunity to buy AbbVie. I believe it's a good buy at $88. It may go down more, but at this time, I have roughly $1,700. Lucky number 777 there. So of AbbVie, let's go ahead and take a look here once again. Where is AbbVie currently trading? AbbVie stock. So AbbVie is at $88. So let's just say that we'll invest $1,500 divided by 88.32. That leaves us with roughly 17 shares. So AbbVie, right there, we'll buy 17 shares of AbbVie. We'll make it a market. I don't really care where I buy it. Anywhere at $88 is good. If I set a limit price on this one, actually what we can do is AbbVie is tomorrow's going to be a red day, but I want to make sure that I lock in this buy. So I don't know if I want to set it at, say, 88. I'm just going to let it buy. Whatever it buys at, I'm going to be happy with it. If I start messing with the limit, it just might not trigger tomorrow. And at $88, anywhere within that range, I sold it at 95. So if I buy it anywhere within 88, 87, or 89, it's still a good upside potential, as the 52-week high is over $100. So I'm going to leave that at market, and I'm going to go ahead and preview my order. We're buying this within the Roth IRA. It is a buy 17 shares, and we're purchasing a little over $1,500 of AVI. So we're going to go ahead and submit the order, and that is it. We have now, it is now remaining. We have 17 quality remaining here over on the Merrill Edge account. So that is it for the M1 Finance and Merrill Edge buys here on Tuesday. I don't usually buy a whole lot of stocks over on the Merrill Edge account just because I do have to blur out account information, but we invested a little over $1,500 on AVI today. So that is going to be it for today's video. Let me know down in the comment section below what stocks you're planning on buying. Of course, if you are brand new to my channel, we do go over the stock market, dividends, and potentially we covered real estate off and on when there's opportunity. But if you have not yet subscribed, definitely go down below, hit the red button to subscribe, make it gray, hit the bell to be notified every time we release a brand new video, and of course give this video a thumbs up, make it blue, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye bye.